All right, next and final slate, it is going to be in Major League Baseball. And we're going to begin with Milwaukee. We're going to begin with Milwaukee taking on Philadelphia. 105 Eastern first pitch in South Philly. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to start with this one because I know I'm going to end up skipping that. I have them out of order a little bit on my sheet. We're going to start with the Mets taking on the Nats. And that's going to be a 105 Eastern first pitch in the nation's capital. Now, the Mets open the betting as the $1.20 favorite on the road with the total at 9. Now, we haven't seen much movement on the total, but we did see a 15-cent move toward the Mets up to $1.35. So once again, New York opened $1.20 up to minus 135. Totals at 9. 60% are leaning toward the Mets, 52% shaded toward the over. Right now, Washington is plus 125 on the money line. The Mets plus 110 on the run line. We have Zach Wheeler for the Mets, Sanchez for the Nats. Wheeler comes into today's matchup with a 3-2 record. Meanwhile, on the other side, Sanchez, dirty, 0-6 with a 5.27 ERA. Terrible. Sanchez 0-6 with a 5.27 ERA. Now the Mets are 7th in striking batters out. That rotation really mowing them down. Meanwhile, the Nats on the other side, they are striking out 9.83 times per contest. So if there's a prop there, like an over-under, I'm just letting you know that the Mets are amongst the top tier teams in striking batters out. Meanwhile, the Nationals basically striking out 10 times per game. So if you see a prop for that, you may want to think about going over. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of an unorthodox play here. Instead of picking a team, I'm actually going to pick a pitcher. I'm taking Zach Wheeler, minus 135, getting the W in the book, and the under 9 runs in that game. All right, guys, I'm going to piss some people off because I got to show some appreciation for the Brock Page delegation and get to some shout-outs. So let's get into it, beginning with my man, the man of the hour, the man of many words and controversy. Gotta give a shout out to Dom Mitchell, who totally blew up the comment section. Awesome. It was fantastic. I just got to read a couple things that Dom was saying. He said that Brock is not a capper. He just reads stats, losing his ass off. He's more worried about ads and shout outs, which I'm doing right now. Your Pirates pick cost me $1,200. I'm trying to put a ticket together, and then I get an HBO advertisement. I can't focus. I can't get in the zone. Well, first of all, HBO is great programming, especially after 11 o'clock. But, dude, honestly, I love your passion. I love Don Mitchell's passion, and I respect any man who takes the time to comment in the comments section. So I'm not going to rip you. Brock Page delegations definitely tore your ass up yesterday in the comment section. But Dom, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your passion. Nobody likes to lose. Just a bit of advice, man. If you're dropping 1,200 and you're hurt and it's stung, this might not be the hobby for you, man. 1,200 is, I know it's a lot of money to a lot of people, but you lose 1,200 on a game, you just got to get back on the horse and grind it out, man, and get it back. I mean, that's 300 on the pass line and 900 odds. I mean, that's one roll of the dice for the B-man. So anyway, sorry you lost. Nobody likes losing. But if 1,200 is stinging you, you may want to get a different hobby because sports betting isn't for you. But anyway, Don Mitchell, love your passion, man. I really appreciate you providing content in the comments section. And nothing but love for me, man. Best of luck to you. Hopefully you regain that 1,200 back. But anyway, guys, no need to rip Dom. He's a viewer. I know he's watching right now. So, Dom, appreciate your time, appreciate your commentary, and I know that you're just trying to make the show better. So I appreciate it, man. And if you ever need anything, just reach out, and, I'll take care of you. All right, more shout-outs to get to. Nenad Markovich, Stephen Lewis, my guy, good friend of mine. Got to say what's up to Jimmy Big Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, what's up, man? Sean Mejias, who said in the comment section, Sonny Gray is the worst pitcher. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. I thought that was hilarious. But Sean Mejia, Sonny Gray is the worst pitcher. Got to give a shout out to the U-Dog, Ulysses Hayes, Blown Stallone. which is really funny. I saw a meme the other day. It was Post Malone's face morphed onto Sylvester Stallone's head, and they called him Post Stallone. Anyway, Blown Stallone. What's going on? Morgan Poston, MXM, Casey Walling. Who, Casey, you started this mess, dude. This is all you. Casey a couple days ago brought up the whole fact of the shout outs. Like, dude, just get to the point. So like we went back and forth in the comments section. Then by the end of it, he's like, hey, it's all good. I'm actually starting to like the shout-outs and the nicknames. So anyway, Casey, you started all this nonsense. Much love to you, man. Casey to the window to the walling. Got to give a shout-out to Jerry, we the best. No, Jerry, you're the best. John Feidelson. Marilyn Cortez, who's coming to us from, I think Panama. So, Mari, mucho gusto. Good to see you in the comments section. Matt, it's going to be May in the Beard Gang. What's going on, Matt? Kevin Richmond, RMS. Bo Dunn, who I haven't seen Bo Dunn in the comments section, but good to see you, Bo Dunn. I think that was your first post. So, Bo, well done. Thanks for commenting. McKean Moses, we see him every day. The Mac Daddy, what's going on, McKean Moses? Pappy Longwood, great to see you from South Florida down there in the 305. Pappy Longwood, always good to see you in the comments section. Tayshawn Williams, good to see you, Tayshawn. Calico Jones, Billy the Kid. And last but not least, my guy Chuck Half Pinter. Chuck, really weird the other day. Some guy, I think it was like a week ago, some guy posted in my comments section like, don't give a shout out to Chuck Pinter because he rips people in the comment section. I was just like, dude, Chuck's my guy. What are you talking about? Like, even if you do, like, that's your opinion, man. It's a public YouTube channel. But anyway, Chuck Halfpiner, my guy, he's in the comment section every day. I've never had a bad experience with you, Chuck, but I fully expect you to keep it 100. If you catch me slipping, put me in check like you allegedly did to somebody else. But anyway, Chuck, you're my guy. Let's get back into some more lines of personal leans, guys. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And then we did the Mets and the Nats. Now we got the Brewers and the Phillies. That'll be a 105 Eastern first pitch in South Philly. The Fightins. That's what they call them in Philadelphia. The Fightins. They open the betting as the $1.30 favorite, total 8.5. We're seeing a nickel fade of Philadelphia and movement upward on the total. Minus 125 and 9 flat. So once again, the Phillies open $1.30 down to minus 125. Total open 8.5 up to 9 flat. 56% of the consensus is leaning toward the Brewers. 64% shaded toward the under. Right now the Brewers are plus 105 on the money line. Philly plus 170 on the run line. We have Zach Davies for the Brewers, Zach Eflin for the Phils. Now, Zach Davies is 4-0 with a 1.54 ERA for Milwaukee. Zach Eflin, 5-3 with a 2.47 ERA for the Phillies. Should be a good matchup here, at least on paper. Keep in mind, Milwaukee's 26-19 overall for the year, 7 games over 500. They've also gone 7-3 in their last 10. They're second in road walks, so they're really doing a great job getting on base and manufacturing runs and driving them in. Second in road walks, just getting free passes every game. They're also 8th in runs allowed on the road, so really tightening it up when they travel. Now the Phillies, they're 26th in hits allowed, 27th in striking batters out at home. When it comes to the scoring, Milwaukee is 15-6 the under on the road. Great pitching matchup here. Really over-adjusted line. So some guy, I think it was Dom, he was like, dude, you're talking about a team getting all these hits and scoring runs, and then you're taking the under. What's the sense in that? Well, the total adjusts. So I don't care how many hits a team gets in the game. I don't care what their average scoring per game is. If the total's 17 runs, I'm taking the under, right? So I think the market's over-adjusted for this game. The total's at 9. Pretty good pitcher's duel. I'm going to lean under. Give me Milwaukee plus 1.5 and the under. 9 runs in that matchup there. Next game, Athletics. Tigers. 1:10 Eastern first pitch in Detroit. The A's open the betting as the $1.30 favorite. Total at 9.5. Pretty significant movement in this one. Now, we did see just a nickel move on the money line, But we saw that total move all the way down to 8.5. So once again, Oakland opened 130 up to 135. Total open 9.5, all the way down to 8.5. Don't see that often in baseball. 59% of the consensus is leaning toward the A's. 58% shaded toward the under. Right now, the Tigers are plus 120 at home. Oakland plus $1.10, laying the run and a half. We have Bassett for the A's, Spencer Turnbull for the Tigers. Spencer Turnbull comes into this game with a 2.42 ERA. Oakland's just 21st in hits, and they are 26th in striking batters out. Scoring-wise, the A's are 13-7 to the over on the road. So I think Detroit should keep it close at home here. Give me the Tigers plus 1.5 in the over 8.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Texas taking on the Royals. Give me the Rangers minus 105 in the over 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Orioles taking on the Indians. Give me Cleveland minus 1.5 in the under 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Cubs, Reds. 6:40 Eastern first pitch in Cincinnati. The Reds open $1.50, total 8.5. Not a whole lot of movement on the total, but we did see a 30-cent fade of the Reds down to minus 120. And when you hear this pitching matchup, you may figure out why. Once again, Cincinnati opened $1.50, down to minus 120. Totals 8.5. 51% are leaning toward the Reds. 52% shaded toward the under. Right now, the Cubs are plus 105 on the money line. Reds plus 160, laying the run and a half. We have Jose Quintana for the Cubs. Castillo for the Reds. Quintana's 4-2 with a 3.88 ERA. Castillo 4-1 with a 1.76 ERA. The Reds are 28th in hits, 21st in striking out at home. Chicago, red hot right now, 13-3 straight up in their last 16. They've also won 5 out of their last 6 away from home. When it comes to the scoring, the Cubbies are 6-1 to the under in their last 7. I got to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me Chicago plus 105 and the under 8.5 in that game. Next matchup, Cardinals, Braves, 7:20 Atlanta. The Braves open the betting as the $1.20 favorite, total at 9.5. We're seeing a 10-cent fade of Atlanta and movement upward on the total, 110 and 10 flat. Once again, Atlanta opened $1.20, down to minus 110. Total open 9.5, up to 10 flat. 52% are leaning Cardinals, 57% shaded toward the under. Right now, the Cards are plus 102 on the money line. Atlanta plus 185, laying the run and a half. We have Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. Julio Teheran for the Braves. Now, Teheran's just 2-4 with a 4.26 ERA. St. Louis is 4th in hits, 7th in walks, and 7th in road hits allowed. Atlanta on the other side, well, they are dead last in walks allowed. Free passes all over the place. 4.2 walks per contest on average in that category. So once again, the Braves are dead last in walks allowed at 4.2 on average. They're also 20th in runs allowed at home. When it comes to scoring, Atlanta's 4-2 to the under in their last 6. Give me the road dog. I'll take the Cardinals plus 102 and the under 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Blue Jays, White Sox. Give me Toronto minus 145 and the over 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Minnesota taking on Pirates taking on the Padres. 10:10 Eastern first pitch in San Diego. The Padres opened 135, total 7.5, 10-cent fade of San Diego and movement upward on the total, 125 and 8 flat. Once again, San Diego opened 135, down to minus $1.25. Total open 7.5, up to 8. 53% are leaning Padres, 70% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Pirates are plus 110 on the money line. San Diego plus 160 on the run line. We have Williams for Pittsburgh, Lauer for the Padres. Trevor Williams comes into this matchup 2-1 on the year. Meanwhile, Eric Lauer just 2-4 with a 5.75 ERA. San Diego just 1-4 in their last 5. They're also 10-11 at home. They are dead last in walks. They're walking just 2.4 times per contest, so not getting on base. Taking advantage of free passes there. A couple more things about San Diego. Wow, really taking a shit on the Padres. They're 28th in hits at home, and they are scoring just 3.4 runs per contest on their home field. I believe that's Petco Park. These stadiums change names all the time. Anyway, Pittsburgh 4-2 in their last 6, 6-3 straight up in their last 9 when traveling. When it comes to the total, San Diego 14-7 to the under at home. Give me the Pirates +1. Give me the Pirates +1.5 in the under 8 runs in that matchup there. Actually, Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh, fantastic, very big, great dice tables. Nice poker room. Love the Rivers Casino in Pittsburgh. If you ever get out to Pittsburgh, which I don't know why anyone would ever end in Pittsburgh unless you're from there, but Rivers Casino, excellent. It's like right next to Heinz Field. Anyway, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Twins-Mariners, 10:10 Eastern first pitch in Seattle. The Twins open the betting as the $1.10 favorite, total at 9. We're seeing a nickel move toward the Twins and movement upward on the total, -115 and 9.5. Once again, the Twins open $1.10 up to -115. Total open 9 up to 9.5. 61% are leaning Twins, 76% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Mariners are +105 at home. Meanwhile, the Twins are +130, laying the run and a half. We have Pineda for the Twins, Swanson for the Mariners. Swanson. I was what is it? Samsonite. I was way off. Anyway, Swanson is 1-4 with a 6.35 ERA. Seattle is 27th in strikeouts. They're actually striking out 9.71 times per contest on average. They're also 28th in runs allowed and second to last in hits allowed. Meanwhile, Minnesota on the other side, 14-6 in their last 20. They've also won 4 out of their last 5 when traveling. When it comes to the total, Minnesota is 12-7 to the over away from home. Seattle 14-6 to the over at home. Give me the Twins -115 and the over 9.5 in that game. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. Winners in 6 out of our last 7 daily best plays. Red hot right now. Don't waste any more time. Link is in the description section below. Patreon.com/BrockPage. The daily best play is only $1.99 per month. Valuable information there. Most importantly, I got to thank you for tuning in today and watching this free content right here on YouTube. This is where it all started. This is where my priority is, right here on YouTube. Great channel, great site, and most importantly, great viewers, fans, and commenters. You guys are the best. Whether good, bad, or indifferent, I respect each and every one of you that take time to share with me. So anyway, gotta love you guys. Thank you for watching this free content. I really hope you enjoyed all this free information. And as always, don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.